Welcome back, everybody. Here's another live stream. I'm on Park Avenue in the evening. I'm walking north towards the train station, and it's mostly quiet tonight because it's a Thursday night. But I've got some things on my mind today. The last topic that I covered was emotional regulation. This is very important when you're dealing with other people. Could be anyone from your family to your spouse or partner, people at business. Really, everything, all your relationships are impacted by emotional regulation. So I'm going to stop here at the corner. I'm going to read to you a quote from Seneca the Younger. He had an essay called On Anger. And this is what he wrote. I think this was about the year 60, if I remember right. He says that man... Wow, it's getting loud around here. Some cars going by. So Seneca said that man has already injured me, but I have not yet injured him. But perhaps you have already harmed, perhaps you will someday harm someone else. Do not count only this hour or the day, consider the whole character of your mind. Even if you have done no evil, you are capable of it. Wow. What Seneca is describing there is the thoughts that come into your mind when you feel injured. It's the first impulse you get in your mind. What are you going to do with that impulse? Are you going to regulate it and use reasoning and rational thinking? Or are you going to react to it without thinking of the consequences? This is a beautiful little spot here near the train station. You can see it there in the distance. So the trick is how do you handle these impulses that might come to you? Another author I was referring to recently is Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl, that's Frankl. He had a quote on this topic. He said that between the stimulus and the response, there is a space. And he was interested in the concept of that for psychology, for modern psychology, helping people to address that space and use it. Don't just discard it and get angry and then do something that has consequences. So I started out this live stream. I thought I'd just be quoting Seneca, but Viktor Frankl has an important thing to add there. How are you going to use that space after the response? After the impulse and before the response? That's something we can all add into our practice. Of course, if I were to venture a guess, I would say the Buddhists have the advantage in this area because they are working to reduce their ego. They're working on it all the time. So that's another related thing. So I hope you can use this in your practice whether you're Stoic or Buddhist. I'm going to end here at the fountain near the train station. So the next time you feel that impulse bubbling up out of your soul, how can you master it without it leading you on? I do want to thank people in the room. Carly and Mary, Maria. It's great to have you along. I'm going to sign off now here in Winter Park in the evening. Hope you learned something today. This is StoicDan in Orlando.